Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be creating this really nice, super colourful, super bold, rainbow kind of Skittles spotlight look, and I'm using the Morphe James Charles palette. I know you've probably seen a million videos on it. Do you know, Alan got me it for Christmas. I just haven't had the chance to really play with it. So this is literally basically my first time getting my hands on it and having a good play with it and seeing what I think, seeing what all the fuss is about. So if you want to see how to create this look, if you want to see how good the palette is or not so good the palette is, then stay tuned. So you'll see I've got one eye already done. I'm going to go on and I'm just going to prep the base on my left eye using the brand new Revolution Cut Crease Canvas, and this is in shade Illustrate. It does come in loads and loads of shades. It comes with like a brush for you to be able to go on and just cut your crease with it. Personally, I find the brush slightly too thick. I'm going to go on with my MAC 195 brush. You'll see it's already got product on it from doing this eye. So I'm just going to carve out this brow and then pack this product all over my lid. Once I've carved out my brow, I then just pat the rest of the product on with my ring finger. This base is really nice. It doesn't feel too thick, which is nice, so it means you can build up product without it kind of going so thick that it's going to crease throughout the day. So I know I'm so late to the game with this, but I'm going to use the James Charles palette. You can see this really is like a real kind of Skittles rainbow eye. So going in with the palette, what I'm going to be doing, which is a wee bit different for me, like for years whenever I've been doing makeup I've always went light to dark, but because this palette's got a lot of like pressed pigments and stuff in it, it's recommended that you actually work your shadows dark to light. So I've done that in this eye, and it's actually been really easy. So first off, I'm going to go on with the deep purple. It's called Escape on the bottom row, and I'm going in with a MAC 221S brush. I'm just going to start pressing this right into my crease and on the inner and outer corners. So you see I'm really building up the colour by pressing the product in. So I've got that nice rounded shape. I've got the inner corner and the outer corner coming in ever so slightly. I'm then going on with another 221S brush, and I'm going with the orange colour called Rusted on the top row. I'm then doing the exact same as what I've done with the purple, but just around the edge of the purple I'm then stamping on the orange so that I'm starting to get a blend between the purple into the orange. So I completely appreciate right now that just looks like a big stripe of purple and then a big stripe of orange. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be kind of pressing and flicking ever so slightly, and that starts to blend the colours together. I'm then grabbing the 221S brush that's got the purple on it, and I'm then pressing back in around the crease, and it'll start to blend nicely into the purple and nicely into the orange. Final 221S brush, I'm then going on with the yellow colour called B on the left hand side of the palette. And I'm doing the same as we've done with the orange. I'm just then patting the yellow on around the side of the orange. Back to the orange brush to blend the orange into the yellow. Just using more pressing motions. And then back to the purple to blend that purple in to the orange. Okay, so we've got 3 nice gradient colours going right around from the crease up to the base of the brow here. Because I'm going to be cutting the crease to create that spotlight, I want a real lot of depth in around the crease. So I'm going to go on with a really small brush. It's almost like a pencil brush. This is the Blank Canvas E37, and I'm going on with the shade Benny on the right hand side. It's kind of like a deep raisin colour. And I'm going to pat that very tightly into the crease on top of the purple. But I'm being careful that when I'm packing this in, I'm not taking the colour up into my blend where my purple's blended into the orange. So back to the first brush that I used to carve out the brow and that Makeup Revolution cut crease base. I'm going to create a wee spotlight just along the centre of my lid. So you see again I'm using patting motions, not once am I sweeping. Okay, so I've kind of got that carve. I'm then just going to kind of blend the base on either side so that there's no kind of thick lines. You'll see this instantly starts to create a spotlight. So next I'm going on with the MAC 242S brush. It's just a flat synthetic brush, and I'm going on with the shade Ring Light, which is on the top left hand side of the palette. This is very similar to MAC Nylon. It's like a kind of real pearlescent champagne tone, and I'm just going to set that entire spotlight. So I'm being careful just to set that right down the centre. Because next I'm going to go on with a 239S brush, which is an even flatter synthetic brush. And I'm going on with the blue tone called Playground. Word of warning, this is pigmented, like extremely pigmented. And I'm going to put this on either side of the spotlight, between where I've got the darker colour in the inner and outer corner and where I've got the lighter colour in the centre. Oh my god, I couldn't believe it when I done that on this eye. This is more than probably going to stain my lid, isn't it? Pack that all on, and then I'm going to very lightly start blending that in to the champagne colour in the centre, and then going back to the brush that had the champagne colour on it and blending that back out into the blue, just so that you get a really nice kind of gradient spotlight in the centre. Final stage for shadow on the top, I'm going on with a 237 Zoeva brush. This is a tiny little detailer brush, and I'm going back to that shade Benny, and I'm just going to blend the outer and inner corner into the blue. Really easy. Do you know one of the great things about this kind of technique of going darker to light? You'll see there's virtually zero fallout underneath, so I probably could have had a complexion on at the moment, to be honest with you. I just don't, just in case, because of course it's a lot easier to then clean up, but there's like the tiniest wee bit of blue here and a wee bit of blue just here, but that's probably just because I had too much on my brush, to be honest with you, when I was packing it on. If I'd been a wee bit more careful, I could have probably done this entire look with zero fallout. So it just really is a credit to how good the pigment is in the products, and the technique of kind of patting on as opposed to big sweeping motions, which is where everything just kind of drops and goes all over the place. So now I want to define that kind of halo a wee bit more, so I'm going on with the Urban Decay Heavy Metals Glitter Liner in Distortion. I use this all the time. To be honest with you, I'm surprised I've still got any left in this. I've had this for years and it's never dried out, ever. I'm just kind of creating that line of glitter just right over the halo in the crease, and it's just defining it a wee bit more. And then I'm going to take a wee bit, I'm talking just a small bit of distortion right down the centre on top of that champagne colour. What a way to blend colours. So just a wee bit of a tip. Obviously we've got the real kind of warm colours on the outside and the blue in the centre, so that's going to contrast and pop even more. So if you are wanting to do a contrast and you are looking to kind of work with playing with different colours, you would really struggle, for example, if you used yellow, orange and red and then tried to put blue in the spotlight, because essentially you're then trying to blend a warm colour into a cool colour and it'd look really mucky. So do just make sure when you're going in the crease with that first colour, and I used the purple. I used the purple because it's cool toned, which means it's going to blend in with the blue really nicely, but because it's still sort of a neutral, it will still blend into the orange as well. So just be careful with that kind of transition colour between your spotlight and your other colours as well. Now because I'm going to be putting on a false lash, I took the thinnest line of liquid liner along the lid and I just went on with the NYX black liquid liner. Just a very thin line, don't be getting too carried away here. And then to finish on top, I'm going on with the MAC Extended Play Mascara. This, I would say for me, I've seen so many people using it and I've just never used it myself. But I've eventually got around to getting it and oh my god, it is the easiest mascara to remove. Like, your eyes could be watering and your eyes could be like, it could be really windy outside and it won't smudge. But then when you're washing your face at the end of the night, it just comes off with warm water. Like, it's so much easier than having to hold on. You know that when you have to hold on loads of makeup remover? I've been there for ages. Not with this, I love it. So after I finished the top of the eyes, I literally just threw on a quick complexion, which I will be doing in another video very soon. Kind of like a full recap on contouring and highlighting and flawless base coming into spring summer. And I threw on just a really nude lip. What I used was MAC Oak lip liner, and what lipstick did I just use? It was Too Faced Sunday Funday, which is just a really nice pale nude colour. And as always, it smells delicious. So what we're going to do now is just completely finish the look with the under eyes. So what I'm going to do is keep with the yellow and orange from the crease so that we can really join it on to the top. So I'm going to go in with a pencil brush. This is an old Inglot pencil brush that I've had for years. I don't even know the number. Just any pencil brush and go back in with that orange colour, Rusted, that we used in the crease. And yet again we're patting that pigment onto the under eyes. Next we're going back to the 221S, the original brush we used for the yellow, and we're going back in with that colour B, and we're just going to blend and press that in to the outside of the orange. And make sure that you then continue around so that you've got a nice join from the top of the eye right around to the underneath of the eye. What I'm then doing is going back to that wee Zoeva brush, remember the one that we used just to add the deep colour onto the inner and outer corner there? I'm going to use that and I'm going to smoke that same colour Benny through the lower lashes. And again, making sure that on the outer corner here, we're joined on top. And we're joined on the inner corner on top as well. Next, Extended Play Mascara by MAC, and we're just going to load on loads of mascara onto those lower lashes. This mascara is phenomenal for the lower lashes because the wand is so long and so thin. And then to finish off for the eyes, we've got just two stages. I'm going to take a bit of liner in the waterline underneath, and of course add some false lashes for drama. Now, in the waterline underneath, I want to stick with that exact blue that I've got in the spotlight. So I'm going on with an NYX Liquid Lipstick. This is the Liquid Suede Cream Lipsticks, and it is in shade Little Denim Dress. As a blue is almost identical to the blue that's on the lid. Wow, that really ties in the blue on top, like it actually pops. Oof. I love it, I'm not going to lie, my eyes are a wee bit blurry right now, I can't really see. But it'll be because that liquid lipstick is drying in. So to finish this look off completely, I'm going to go on with Doll Beauty lashes. I'm going on with the shade LIZA. The style LIZA. Now the reason I'm using these, I'll pull these out so you can see what they are. There we go. So you can see that they are very wispy, they're kind of separate, just so that in order for, we've done all this work on top, you don't want a thick block lash that means you won't be able to see any of your spotlight. So these will just give me a lift, but you'll still be able to see the shadow through the spaces. So I'm going to pop them straight on and I'll be back with a finished look. So after you add the lashes, there you have it, that is the finished look. Now, it's been a while since I've put this strong a look on, to be honest with you, but I really love it. I love the pigment. I think James and Morphe done an amazing job on the palette. It's kind of got everything you could need, from your neutral colours to your really bold colours. I just feel like if you're going on with a palette like that, I'd be as well just doing something really bold, just to test out the pigment and to test out the colours and see how they mix, and I'm there for it. I love it. If you are going for an eye like this, I mean, there's no rules in makeup, of course, show your own personality, but I just prefer like a really nude lip with something like this, of course. So yeah, that is the final look. So if you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed filming it and creating it, then please do get me on Instagram and tag me in any recreations or any looks inspired by this using the James palette or any other colourful palette that you've got. And of course, if you want to follow me on my makeup journey, make sure you do hit that subscribe button below. And yeah, until next time.